TypeScript is the best language that you need to know, especially for this decade. Now, when I was learning to code, I had no idea what TypeScript was, let alone JavaScript. And I was learning all these different frameworks like React, Angular, this, that, the other. But I did not know just how crucial it was to understand the fundamentals of TypeScript, because those fundamentals will apply to any other statically typed language you use, such as Java, Rust, Go, any language that relies on statically typed variables, you can transfer these skills to. Now, the first time I used TypeScript was when I got my first developer role. I remember it like yesterday. I had no idea what I was looking at. It was an AngularJS application, and I was just so confused because in TypeScript, there's so many different ways you can express types. You can use types, interfaces. You can use different syntactical sugar to define how you want it to look. But more importantly, I was so grateful to have experienced TypeScript at the start of my career and not later on. Now, I have prepared a playground here, so I've simply Googled JavaScript Playground and TypeScript Playground, and I'm going to show you the key differences of the two. So JavaScript is here. Here we have a simple function that adds two numbers together. So, you pass through A and B parameters, and it returns the result. Simple. Now, in the first console log here, we are simply passing through two numbers. So 10 and 20. In the second instance, we're passing through a number and a string. Now, JavaScript is dynamically typed, which means that it infers the type based on what it thinks it should be. Now, that might sound very convenient, but when you're building a giant application, it actually causes huge issues. And I'll show you why in just a moment. Now, in the console, there's no errors, and we get 30 and oh, look at this, 10, 20. 10 add 20 is clearly 30, but here, because JavaScript is actually appending a string to 20, it's returning 1020, which again is a perfect example of how this can break your application. Now let's see TypeScript. So TypeScript, it looks similar but very different. As you can see, we have the same function here, but we are defining the type explicitly before we are adding them together. So this is how you define types in your parameters for your functions. So number. And then this part here is defining the return type. So it returns a number. Now, in the first console log, we are simply adding two numbers together. That works as expected. But look, in the second example here, we have a number and a string, but we can see there's an error occurring. Argument of type string is not assignable to type number. This is called compile time errors, and this is what makes TypeScript so powerful, because in JavaScript, you would not catch this at compile time. Now, what is compile time? To put it simply, compile time is the program that executes behind the scenes that transfers your JavaScript into machine code, which is then interpreted. But in JavaScript land, those compile time errors just don't exist. So you don't actually catch the error as you're typing it. But with TypeScript, this is being checked at compile time, so we can actually catch the error as we're typing it. So to fix this, you simply remove those string quotes, and there you go. You get 30 and 30. This is a game changer. If you only know JavaScript, you have to learn TypeScript because it's an industry standard. If you don't believe me, let's Google right now. TypeScript statistics. TypeScript, okay, based on data from NPM, TypeScript's growth was 142% from 2018 to 2019. All right, so this is TypeScript over the years. So it's been around since 2012 and it's made by Microsoft, but as we can see, it's grown exponentially in the past 5 years. So it's like down here, so this is downloads. So this is npm downloads. So we're at just under 5 million. And today we're at about 40 million downloads, which is crazy, right? Well, that's all for now. Thank you for watching. Please let me know in the comments your experience learning TypeScript. Again, I told you mine. I was overwhelmed at first, but very quickly I adapted to it, even as a junior developer with no experience. So I highly encourage that you guys watching this really do master this beautiful language. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.